Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
It's great to be back.
Today, we're all about Russian blue cats.
One of my favorites.
Oh, I think they're amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, just the name Russian blue evokes
Right.
royalty and beauty.
Elegance.
Elegance, yeah.
History.
And we are going to learn all about them.
Yes, we are.
From an awesome YouTube video that I found called 10 Fun Facts About Russian Blue Cats.
Oh, fun.
By the Purring Journal.
I love that channel.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
So we're going to go through all those facts today. And I think even if you're not like a cat person yet, I have a feeling you're going to be one by the end of this.
That's absolutely.
All right. So let's jump right in.
Yeah.
So first of all, the video starts by saying that these cats are naturally occurring.
So cool.
Which I thought was really interesting.
Me too.
Meaning they weren't bred.
Like a Persian or something.
Right.
You know how they just kind of bred them to get that certain look?
Yeah.
These guys are just like, this is how they are.
Straight from nature.
Yeah.
And they are from a very specific place, which is the Archangel Isles of northern Russia.
Which I always forget.
It's so hard to remember.
But it's so fascinating.
It is because, I mean...
Polar bears. And Russian blue cats in the same area.
Like, that's so wild.
Yeah. It's just such a
unique juxtaposition.
Exactly. A unique origin for these beautiful, elegant cats.
Right. And it makes me wonder if that, like, kind of wild origin affected their temperament in some way.
Possibly.
Like, because we're going to talk about their personality, but they're very chill cats.
Yeah.
But maybe that's because they,
had to be.
They had to be chill.
To survive with the polar bears?
Right.
They're like, I'm just going to be over here.
I'm just going to blend in.
Yeah, I'm just going to blend in.
Nobody needs to know I'm here.
Exactly.
So, but anyway, that's where they're from.
Yeah.
And speaking of being from there, they have a very thick double coat.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense now.
Right. Like, it's perfect for
their little winter parka.
Totally a built-in parka.
And the video also mentioned that Russian blues were present at the world's first cat show.
Isn't that amazing?
Which was in 1871 at the Crystal Palace in London.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't like officially recognized as a breed yet.
Not yet, no.
But
they were there.
They were there, and they were called Archangel cats at the time.
Right.
Which I thought was really interesting.
I love that name.
Me too. It sounds very mysterious.
Very mysterious.
And
So they've been around a while.
I wonder what people thought back then,
Yeah.
seeing them for the first time.
Like, were they just as mesmerized as we are now, or was it just
Maybe.
another cat?
Were they just like, okay, another cat with blue fur,
Yeah.
I think they probably were pretty impressed.
I think so, too, just because of that unique look.
That silver tipping on their fur is gorgeous.
It's really something special.
And actually the video even mentions that Russian blues were adored by Russian royals and czars.
Oh, of course.
Which I thought was interesting.
Like, how could you not adore them?
I know.
I mean, come on.
And they believed that Russian blues brought good luck and had healing powers.
That's a little mystical creature.
Right.
It's so cool.
And they even thought that they could ward off evil and death.
Wow.
Which I'm not sure if that's true or not, but
I kind of want to believe it.
I do too.
Yeah.
And they were often placed in the royal nurseries for protection.
Oh, so sweet.
Isn't that cute?
Little guardian cats.
Yeah, and I mean it makes sense because they're very gentle cats.
They are.
But yeah, so they've kind of gone from like this wild
archipelago
with the royal courts.
Right.
It's quite a journey.
And I'm really curious to see what else they've
been up to over the years.
Right.
So one of the things that the video mentioned is that they almost went extinct during World War II.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really sad.
All heartbreaking.
And, the reason why is because obviously during wartime things get disrupted.
Right.
And breeding programs probably got put on hold.
Sure.
And so their numbers really dwindled.
Yeah.
But thankfully, breeders after the war worked really hard to revive the breed.
Dedicated breeders.
Yeah.
Really put in the effort.
And it took a while, but they did it.
And they were successful.
And now they're actually one of the most popular broods in the U.S.
I'm so glad.
I am too.
It'd be such a shame to lose such a beautiful breed.
I know, and such a sweet breed.
Yeah.
So that's really amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing I wanted to mention is that a lot of people think that Russian blues are hypoallergenic.
Right.
Which
not
quite true.
It's a myth.
It is a myth. All cats produce a protein called fel D1, which is what causes allergies.
Right.
And so there's no such thing as like a truly hypoallergenic cat.
Right.
But Russian blues produce less of that protein.
Less FeLD1.
Yes, and they shed less than other breeds.
That's true.
So that's why people think they're hypoallergenic.
Yeah, they're kind of like the closest you can get to hypoallergenic.
Yeah, but it's still important to meet the cat beforehand.
Absolutely.
If you have allergies.
Yeah, you never know.
Because you could still have a reaction.
For sure.
So we've talked about their beautiful blue fur, which is just stunning.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And genetically speaking, their blue coat is actually a diluted form of black.
Interesting.
I know, it's so cool.
Yeah, how does that work?
So black is the dominant gene, and blue is recessive.
Okay.
And so when two Russian blues breed, their offspring inherit 2 copies of the recessive blue gene.
Makes sense.
So that's why they always have blue fur.
So it's guaranteed.
It's guaranteed.
Every time.
But other breeds can have blue fur too.
Oh, that's right.
But it's just not as consistent.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the genetics behind their beautiful coat.
So cool.
And speaking of their appearance, they also have those amazing green eyes.
Oh my gosh.
But they're not born with green eyes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're born with yellow eyes.
Oh, wow.
And they gradually transition to green by about 4 months old.
So cute.
Isn't that adorable?
Little yellow-eyed kittens.
I know. And they also have another little fun fact about their appearance.
What's that?
Is that some kittens are born with what they call ghost stripes.
Ghost stripes.
Yes, which are faint tabby markings.
Oh, my.
That disappear as they age.
Oh, wow.
So they kind of have like these little hidden patterns.
Like a secret code.
I know, it's so cool.
That's fascinating.
And
so they really transform.
They transform
from kittenhood to adulthood.
Yeah, and I can just imagine like these like tiny, adorable little Russian blue kittens with like these little ghost stripes in their yellow eyes. And then they just like blossom
into these
like elegant,
beautiful cats
with the green eyes.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
Like a magical transformation.
It is.
Yeah.
So so those are kind of like the basic, like kind of facts about their appearance and where they're from and all that.
Right.
But there's so much more to these cats than just their looks.
Oh yeah.
Like they have amazing personalities.
I really do.
And they've made quite a splash in pop culture as well.
Oh really?
Yeah. So we're going to talk about all that and more.
Awesome.
In the next part of this deep dive. So stay tuned.
Can't wait.
We'll be right back.
All right. So we've talked about their history and, where they're from, their looks.
Mm-hmm.
But what about personality?
Yes, let's talk about the personality because, like, looks are great.
Yeah.
But personality is what really counts.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Like, who wants a beautiful cat that's mean?
Right. No thanks.
No, thank you. So what are they like?
So tell me, are they, like, cuddly? Are they aloof? Are they playful? Like, what's the deal?
They're actually known for being very intelligent.
Okay.
And curious.
Interesting.
Yeah. They love to observe their surroundings.
Okay.
And they often follow their humans around.
Really?
Yeah, it's like they want to know what's going on.
Oh.
They're like little detectives.
That's so cute.
I know.
So they're like always watching you?
Yeah. They're very observant.
Like, what are you doing? What is that?
That's adorable.
I know.
But are they like demanding of attention?
Not really. They
Yeah.
tend to be a bit reserved,
Okay.
especially around strangers.
Mm-hmm.
It might take them a while to warm up,
Okay.
but once they do, they form very deep bonds.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, they're very loyal.
So they're like picky with their love.
Yeah, you gotta earn it.
You got to earn it.
Yeah,
But like once you have it, you have it.
you got it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but does that mean that they're not playful?
No, not at all.
Okay,
They have a playful side.
okay.
But it's expressed in a more subtle way.
Got it.
Like they enjoy interactive games,
Okay.
especially those that engage their intelligence.
So like puzzle toys
Yes,
or like a feather wand?
exactly.
How cute.
Yeah, they like to think they're
Yeah.
problem solvers.
So brainy and athletic.
The perfect combo.
I know.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But they're also sensitive. So like loud noises, sudden movements
Yeah.
can easily startle them.
Okay.
So, just be mindful of that.
So they need like a peaceful environment.
Yeah, a calm, quiet home is ideal.
So like if you're like throwing parties every night,
Yeah, probably not the best fit.
not the best cat for you,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
if you like a quiet,
Yeah.
like
Go home.
yeah, they'd love that.
That's the perfect cat for you.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we've talked about how they're like, they're playful.
But in a subtle way.
Yeah.
What about their meows?
They're meows.
Or are they like meow, meow, meow all the time?
No, they're not super vocal.
Okay.
But when they do meow, It's very unique.
Okay.
They have like a soft, almost musical meow.
Oh.
It's not harsh.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very pleasant.
So it's like not a demanding meow. It's
Wow.
more like a, hey, what's up?
Yeah, like I'm here.
I'm here.
Yeah, just checking in.
That's cute.
I know.
I love that.
And they usually only meow for a reason.
Okay.
Like if they're hungry,
Yeah.
thirsty, or just want some attention.
So every meow is like a special occasion.
Pretty much.
I love that.
Yeah.
And speaking of special, what about their grooming?
Grooming.
Because, they have that thick double coat.
Yes.
Is it like a lot of work?
It's not as bad as you might think.
Oh, okay.
They don't require constant grooming,
Okay.
like some long-haired breeds,
Right.
but they do benefit from regular brushing,
Okay.
just to remove loose hairs and prevent mats.
So like once a week?
Yeah, once or twice a week.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
should do it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad.
No.
And then one last thing about their personality.
Yes.
We've talked about how they're sensitive.
Yes.
But like, what's the best way to create like an environment for them to thrive?
Well, they really thrive on routine.
Okay.
They like predictability.
Okay.
So having like a consistent schedule for feeding,
Yeah.
playtime,
Yeah.
grooming,
Yeah.
all of that.
It's like having a toddler.
Kinda.
You gotta have the routine.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, it helps them feel secure and happy.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you can provide that for them, they'll be very happy cats.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So basically, if you want a cat that's like brainy,
Yes.
playful but subtle,
Yeah.
and loves routine,
Yes.
then a Russian Blue is the cat for you.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, so that's kind of like an overview of their personality. But in the next part,
Yes.
we're going to talk about like practical tips.
Yes. For actually like having a Russian Blue in your home.
Like if you're thinking about getting one,
Yes.
what you need to know.
So stay tuned.
Can't wait.
Okay, so let's say someone's listening to this and they're like,
Mm-hmm.
I need a Russian Blue in my life.
I know, right?
Where do I start?
Yeah. What do you tell them?
So besides the obvious, like,
Food, water, litter box.
yeah, all the basics,
Yeah.
what are some things that are specific to Russian Blues?
Well, one thing to remember is that they are very intelligent
Right.
and they need mental stimulation
Okay, so like
as much as they need physical care.
puzzle toys,
Yes,
things like that.
exactly. Puzzle feeders.
Okay,
Anything that really challenges them to think and problem solve.
so like treat them like the little Einsteins that they are.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
What about exercise?
Exercise.
Like how much do they need?
Well, they're not the most hyperactive breed,
Okay,
but they do need opportunities to climb, explore, and burn off energy,
so vertical spaces are great for them.
like cat trees.
Yes, cat trees, shelves, window perches,
Got it.
things like that.
So basically give them their own little jungle gym,
Exactly.
and they'll be happy.
Yeah, they'll be in their element.
Okay, cool. What else?
Although another thing to keep in mind is that they are very clean cats.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
Yes, they're very meticulous.
So litter box
They're
situation
very important.
needs to be spotless.
Spotless.
Okay.
Yeah, they have high standards.
I like that.
Yeah, so just make sure you're keeping their litter box clean
Okay.
and fresh.
Got it. And then grooming, we talked about that a little bit.
Yeah.
But any other tips?
Regular brushing is really all they need
Okay.
to keep their coat healthy and free of mats.
Once a week?
Yeah, once or twice a week.
Okay.
And, it's a good bonding experience, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
a win-win.
So we've talked about their sensitive side.
Yes.
How can we create the right environment for them to like really thrive?
Consistency is key. They really thrive on predictability.
Okay.
So having a regular routine for feeding, playtime, grooming.
Yeah, like we said before.
Exactly.
We're like toddlers.
Exactly. Just like toddlers.
Got to stick to the schedule.
Yes. It helps them feel secure and happy.
Got it.
Yeah.
So basically a peaceful,
Yes.
predictable home
Exactly.
is the key.
That's the key to a happy Russian Blue.
Perfect. I love it. Well, this has been amazing.
It has.
I've learned so much about Russian Blues,
Me too.
and I have a feeling our listeners have too.
Yeah, hopefully.
So any final words of wisdom?
Yeah, if you're thinking about getting a Russian Blue, do your research.
Yes.
There are reputable breeders out there,
Mm-hmm.
cat fancier organizations,
Yeah.
and even online resources like the Purring Journal.
Oh, yeah. They're great.
Yeah, they have a ton of information.
And don't forget animal shelters
Yes.
and rescue organizations.
Absolutely.
You might find your perfect little buddy
You never know.
right there in your community.
Waiting for you.
Oh. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive.
It was my pleasure.
It's been so fun.
I love talking about cats.
Me too. And for